This is Kentucky Live at 5 with the 43rd hour of watching Ash Williams in a simulated environment thinking he's fighting zombies, which originally are live on Twitch. What about Blue Yoda? Okay, oh, I forgot to put my trowel away. Hey Yoda, hey buddy. Alright, we'll grab one of these cooking pots. Let him sleep. He's not really sleeping, he's just sort of laying there. Create a soup with fish fillet. Let's add a few of them. 2 of them, to be exact, because that's all I had. And add some cabbage. And add more cabbage. And add pepper. Add some salt. Add some radish. And that there is a fish fillet and vegetable soup. Fit for me. Of my remaining cabbage, some will go into the fridge, some will go into the freezer. Let's heat this bad boy up. Fit for zombie Ash. And while we wait for it to cook... Is it on? Yep. I'm gonna fill up my water. So add water from cooking pot. Oh, that one's full. Add water from cooking pot. Just to have added water storage that isn't the rain barrels. Ash can't help but to... No, that's more like, that's... I mean, I guess that's cabbage-like. A head of cabbage. Maybe there is a reason that he liked cabbage so much. Alright, so water dispenser's full. That one is very empty, but I'm not going to bother doing this. Doing all of it, because he's done. Yeah, the water got cut, like, very, very, very early. Make 4 bowls of soup. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. And let's eat a bowl of, or drink a bowl of soup. How do you say that name? Aksehi? Well, thanks for the sub, however you say it. I'm sorry I'm butchering it, I am sure. Alright, Fat Ash. We're gonna go for 2 bowls of soup. Can you go for a 3rd? Yeah, you can go for a 3rd. Because you're a fat champ. Oh! My weight is plateauing at 86. It's gonna be climbing soon. There we go. So now I'm nice and full. Put the last soup away. And let's check what's underneath this bandage. It's gonna be a 3rd appendage. Still the laceration. I can sterilize it though. Disinfect with alcohol wipes. Yeah, animals don't really exist in this game, just trapped ones, exactly. Alright, so we're gonna back up the save. And likely what is going to happen is I'm going to have to enable a mod for just a moment so that I can sacrifice the duck properly. So I have the cheat menu mod that is just not enabled in the game. So if I loaded, and if you're wondering how to change your setup in game, see, as you can see, mods, no mod used for the Ash Williams series. More, choose mods, and then you would enable the mods from this menu here, which I could enable heal. So if it does turn out, which I'm almost positive I am indeed a zombie, I had a 25% chance for that to be the case, but given my luck in this series, that is almost a death sentence. That's how we would go through sacrificing one of these ducks for a revive, is through the cheat menu. But I might as well show you all what zombification looks like. Okay, so we woke up a nervous wreck in the middle of the night because of what is happening to us. Glorious. That's great. I could take a sleeping tablet, I think. So we'll have a cigarette to alleviate some of that stress. Watch this be all like smoke and mirrors, and I'm actually fine. All right, sleeping tablets get put away. Oops. And I can't sleep because I'm not tired enough. Okay, where's the door? I can't even find the door. Man, you really are a zombie now, huh? Aren't you, Ash? Can't even find doors and windows. Starting to be a little zombie-like, if you ask me. So generally speaking, if you're queasy and you didn't eat rotten food... Oh, now I'm just straight nauseous. If you're queasy or nauseous and you didn't eat rotten food, you have likely an infection of some sort. But there are such things as infections that aren't zombie-based in this game. Okay, I'm ridiculously tired. So it is possible to have just a normal run-of-the-mill infection. They do exist. It's just unlikely that that's what it is. If, however, I stepped on broken glass or got cut through glass or something like that, it's far more likely to have infections that are not zombie-based. You can die from normal infections in this game pretty easily, if you're not careful. Right, so now I'm ridiculously tired. We'll just go back to sleep. I did take a sleeping pill, so that explains the ridiculously tired. And I'm a nervous wreck, but I took a sleeping pill, so I'm sleeping in quite nicely. So as you can see my health on the left here, how it's dropping, but I haven't been hurt in a while. That is basically a surefire 100% guaranteed indicator that you are indeed dead man walking. And I bet if I remove this bandage, I might not even have a laceration. Nope, still have the laceration. Interesting. What happens if you get rabies in the zombie apocalypse? Couldn't tell you. Kill a duck. Well, I'm still on my feet for now. So the question here for you all, and I'll ask, should I sacrifice a duck now or later? So sacrificing a duck is the cure to zombification. Should I sacrifice one of these little guys now or later? Do you want to see zombieism progress a little bit more? Or do you want me to get back on track with doing tasks and just kill the duck immediately? Choice is yours. So because I'm sort of in a holding pattern of sorts, I'm going to get back to trying to get to that auto parts store. I mean, it's not all that likely that I get... Well, I mean, it's possible that I get a ton of stuff from there, so we'll see. What if you get cut by a piece of glass that cut a Z? There is no... That's not game mechanics. If Yeah. If your injury originated from a zombie, that runs an infection of a that runs a risk of a zombie infection. If your wound did not originate from a zombie, you do not run a risk of an infection. There's no secondary infections. There's no your character and all the other NPCs that you hear but don't see because they don't actually exist yet. But once they exist, the lore behind them is that they were all naturally immune to aerosolized zombieism, so that a very, very, very small percentage of the population can't and won't become zombies through the air, but they can still be bit and turned that way. I feel like I keep clearing out this parking lot here, and they just keep coming back. There is no end of zombies in this parking lot. Maybe they were in the Gigamart or something. But I would love to hotwire one of these other vehicles and use it as a blunt instrument of zombie murder. And this car, if I recall, was in pretty good shape. Oops. Oh, my arm's working again. I mean, my whole body is not, but my arm's working. So that's something. Nope, not unless I let her bite me. I'm already one of you guys. Why are you trying to kill me? I'm one of us. One of us. Ooh, gunfire. Alright, I'm gonna need to hotwire that. I don't know how much fuel's in it, because they keep annoying me. Alright. Let's see. Does it have gasoline? It does not. So let's hotwire it first and then add gasoline. Ooh, hotwired first try. I had 2 gas tanks with me. One if I ever need a refill on the van, and then one for this very purpose so that I can have a demo car that I use to smush. So this is my smush car now. And the front end of it is in pretty good condition. I mean, there's a corpse in the car, but he won't mind. Remember to tow the van? I could, but I'm only using this car to clear out the zombies, which is a little bit easier to do when I've got 400 horses doing the work, not the 0.4 horses that Ash can put out with his bit arm, lacerated arm. You wanna? They were saying hi to you, girl. She don't care. Where's the pet tusk option? She's not always in my office, so sometimes I just don't have it visible. Obviously she's here now, but she's been hanging out with me more and more lately, though, I gotta say. I already honked once. Oh, here's another prepper. Sort of. Just a duffel. I think a zombie took off her face, though. Did John Travolta steal your face? Or actually, it would have been Nicolas Cage. Did Nicolas Cage steal your face? Tusk. All right, come here, girl. Come on. Come on. Come on, Tusky. Move so I can pet you. Right here. She's a little simple. I'm here. You silly dog. Come here. Come here. She like doesn't want pets. I don't know what to say. She wants them, but she refuses to listen to me in order to receive them. Might be a bulletproof vest on this cop here. Oh, so I know that it was proposed, what is the best weapon? Another thing to consider, sharp weapons ruin clothing. So, although sharp weapons tend to do more damage than blunt weapons, if you're trying to take clothing off of a zombie, use a blunt weapon, because sharp weapons will ruin the clothing a lot faster. So now you guys can understand why using a firearm would be such a bad idea. Because all I did was honk briefly, and look at how many zombies came out of the woodwork, right? It's so easy to be immediately and ridiculously overrun by swarms of zombies if you make a little bit too much noise. Because I didn't make a whole lot of noise. And there's, I don't know, 50? Car's dead again. Whoa! Let's not do that. To see my oh god, don't hit the other car. Overall body status, how it just keeps dropping. There's really nothing I can do about that. That is the health decay of zombieism. Which, for the record, I had a very small chance that was true, and it was true. But don't worry, Ash, you got plenty of cigarettes to make your inevitable duck murder okay. Squaring it in your head. I hate the saplings here. Sapling trees are so hard to see, and they stop you so dead in your tracks. Oh, I heard a lot of dead ones in that pass. There will never, ever, ever be... The only cure for zombieism is to never get bit. A bullet won't even work, because your character doesn't have the ability to shoot themselves in the head, as far as I know. So you will... Once contracted, there's no fix other than to have like a friendly player put you down. You can drink bleach, but you'll still turn. Won't you still turn anyway? No? There is no silencer for guns without mods. Some of the pistols are quieter than others, but look at Mr. Tracksuit. Oh, boy. This was the crowd over here. Okay, so it was not even a little... Look at Mr. Lady Spear over here. We'll call her Brittany. Brittany Spears. She's asking me to hit her one more time. Come on. You're toxic. I'll just hit you. I like how that song was just a mistranslated song by like I think it was a Scandinavian writer. Oh, there goes the tire. Choo choo! One more tire and I'm toast. Oh. Bye-bye! I say one more tire, then I'm toast, and I hear pop. You can't really move fast on two wheels. You'll be pulled from your vehicle and disemboweled if you stick around like that. Probably the spear. It was probably Britney Spears that did me in. Damn it, Britney! I was always in Team Britney, but you had to do me dirty. I'm not your K-Fed. You don't get credit for car kills, so it would have been the same Garista. Vehicle kills and fire kills don't count. Oh God, I'm one kill above being elite. You like that quick exit though? When my tire popped, I was just like, bye-bye! Vehicular zombie slaughter is legal? Yeah, it really is. No one's gonna care. Hello, cop car. You know, well, actually, you're a gas utility truck. I should steal that for the alarm. All right, given my health, I might not live till like tomorrow if I go to sleep. So I will back up my save and try to sleep, but it could be time to go duck hunting. Actually, now that we're living in the future, I would say cars do kill people because you have self-driving cars that are fully capable of murdering people. In fact, didn't that happen in like Arizona? I vaguely recall there being a case that why back up my save if I'm going to restore it? Well, if I can live the night. It's mostly for research purposes so that those that have not seen the zombie virus can see it and how it works. Again, I could pull for it. So let me put that pull down and ask yet again. I know that pull's been up the whole time. That's my fault. I'll ask yet again. An hour later. My health is going down, down, down. I haven't seen a case where you recover from feeling sick. But again, it could be plausible or possible. I just haven't seen it myself. I might not be a Zed yet. I'm pretty sure, but again, nothing's certain. In an uncertain world. Except for my love for cigarettes in-game. In real life, don't smoke. But in-game, give me them ciggies. You can call me Siggy Top. I wonder how my generator's doing. Feels a little low, but it's fine. The realist Siggy? I'ma steal your name. Yeah, my health's dropping. And it's becoming terminal. Yeah, you got Beetlejuiced. No one ever Beetlejuices me. Well, if I'm gonna turn, I might as well enjoy my... That's not my fridge. Enjoy my raspberry shortbreads that I found. So I read that entire book. This means this book is trash. Whee! Well, you can't Beetlejuice me when I'm already here. That's kind of not what Beetlejuicing does, right? You have to summon me when I am not around. You feel sorry for him? Yeah, he didn't clear his corners, so don't feel sorry for him. He got himself killed. Or I got myself killed. In my lack of clearing corners. Always clear your corners. But it looks like later is going to be the choice. So I don't think I'm, like I said, I don't think I'm going to survive the night sleeping. I think I'll turn sometime in the middle of the night. So I'm going to back up my save before I go to sleep and actually give the game a good old reboot, because it does require rebooting often. It's built in Java, and Java runs like the sludge at the bottom of a coffee mug that's been sitting on the burner for 8 hours. That's how well Java runs. If America runs on Duncan, yeah, Java runs on Duncan sludge. You appreciate the summoning? Well, I appreciate the resub, so we have a deal. So it looks like later again. So you guys actually want to see me fully turn, but I mean, that pairs with the movies. That I've already gone through that once though, so this is a real death, not a movie death like before. Tusky, come here, come here, come right here, come here. You're right there, right there. Yeah, that's perfect. All right, backing up the save is done. Time to become a zombie in the middle of the night. Java has some garbage collection issues, you've heard? You've heard correctly. I know Java. I've coded in Java. It is very difficult to have a large program garbage collect properly. But you know what? I didn't actually do a reboot, so I have a simple mind. I said I was going to reboot, and then didn't. So, yeah, going to sleep. I think the game woke me up because I'm critically wounded. And I ran out of my lighter. Man, that is an insult to injury. I have 600 cigarettes, and my lighter goes dry. JavaScript? Well, JavaScript and Java are different. Share a name, but they're very different in the way they run. Just a heads up. All right, let's take a sleeping tablet and go back to sleep. Because you all, with your morbid curiosity, want to see it happen. So the other question is, that backed up save? Here's the question. Do I restore that backed up save when sacrificing a duck? The one that I just made? So why I'm asking this is, if you vote yes, I will grab a gun and go out in a blaze of critical damage glory. If no, well then I'm not doing that. But I am going to saw this shotgun until it's a sawed-off. I think all of you know why. It is now boomstick. Well, it will be. Come on, boomstick. Boomstick, boomstick, boomstick. Do I have a Molotov? I do not. I have some alcohol bottles though. I might not even survive to go out with a blaze of glory. I just don't. I'm like, yeah. Rack some shells. It's too bad I can't like use epinephrine or something. Keep myself upright. You know what? Give me... I'll eat all the honey. And I'm gonna eat all the shortbread. It's too bad it's so dark. Yeah, there's nothing that can cure the virus. Nothing that can slow it down. Those cans on the ground are paint cans that fill with rainwater. So before I had rain collecting barrels, they were my water source. In this game, your power and water gets cut off at random intervals, usually in the first 2 weeks or so. And for me, the water was cut off on day 2. And as a result, Klein, I saw that, so we're finishing that pull. On day 2, the water got cut off, which meant I needed to collect rainwater very, very, very early on. Normally, your water gets cut off at like week 2, but for me, it was day 2, so it was pretty penalizing. Well, I didn't want to turn around. Oh God, Jesus! It's like a 4 horsepower engine, not a 240. So, see, if you have no skill at shotguns, shooting anything accurately is, like, really difficult. It's also, like, pitch black, and I'm almost dead, so I'm very nauseous. You saw a tip on Reddit, not aim behind when shooting at them. It's not actually the aiming, it's the, it's how dark it is, it's my current skill, it's my current health. There's a lot of other factors that have nothing to do with aim. Because this game has accuracy built in, depending on your skill and health and vision and all that. Wonder how many more shells I have. Oh, and then, you know, I was talking about this game runs like sludge. I just had a big old freeze. That's because I forgot to restart the whole game. Oop. Something from behind. Didn't even get through my armor, though. But this is also a really good learning example of why you don't fire guns in cities in this game. because everybody and their cousin comes out of the woodwork to eat you. It gets real full real quick. Look at this one, just leaving me alone. Too bad. What's sad is I've killed all these zombies here. I haven't even been scratched or anything by these guys. They haven't touched me. It's just already the virus in my system that's doing me in. Shooting leveled up. I feel like, oh, so I have terminal damage now, as you can see in my overall body status. Somehow I'm still, like, really moving. Running on adrenaline, yeah. Nope, last shell. I think you all know where this last shell goes. Yep. Ripperoonies. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do that. And now that it's becoming daytime, let's see my rampage before I scum. It's pretty good. No, 30, 40. Honestly, if I keep it up, and these, nope, juked. It's gonna get to the point where I just turn in my car. Or not. Oh man, 50 shells. All right, so let's load that back. I'm gonna quit to desktop so that the game doesn't keep bugging out, because it was acting really badly, having all those micro freezes. And then boom, death count 1, duck count 3, ducks per next death 2. Sorry about all those blooping. I should have done that in game. So we have updated the information here to accurately reflect our situation now. If your health hits 0 and you're not infected, you just die, but you don't turn. You're just a corpse. So if you're playing, there's 2 ways to start a new game. One is you start a new world. Another is you become a survivor in the world that you are in. So if let's say you have a giant base and you died from accidentally food poisoning and you just killed over in your base, if you start a new game and not a new world, you could travel to your base and you would see your own dead body, your last corpse, like laying there in the world. Yep. Whereas if you died from a zombie bite or something like that, if you died infected and you got to your base, you would be animate. You would be standing there. You as zombie form would be trying to kill yourself. Stop killing yourself. Stop killing yourself. But you would have no skills, exactly. And then in the first 2 weeks with the TV running, that gives you so many free skills. That's a huge deficit to have no skills. So as we actually, to be honest, I didn't technically allow the zombie virus to actually kill me. But just I'm telling you, the only way to get to terminal health like that is to be actually infected. So now, I don't even know why I loaded that up, because I need to load up the cheat menu so that we can fix this. So here, if you're wondering how to do this, this is a good way to do it. So you go to load, you select your game, you go to more, you select the mods, well, yep, and then you enable cheat menu. Well, in my case, cheat menu. Go back and play, and then we're going to remove my zombie virus for the cost of the duck that I've already paid forward here. So then a cheat menu, heal myself, boom. Okay, exit out. And what that means is we're gonna work on our next project. But I'm exiting out so I can turn off the cheat, well, not like that. Then load. More mods off. Play. Good. Well, sorry to lose a duck. What should I work? What should I work on next? So these are viewer submitted ideas, and what do we got? We've got start trapping. I'm not tired enough? Oh, because I fully healed myself. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. So the cheat menu also restored my tiredness, which is annoying. Find or search for a sledge, general scavenging, and work on tailoring. So there's the 4 options over yonder. You can vote what I work on next. Give me 1 second though. I'll be back in just a sec. Okie dokie. So, we are going to search for a sledge, which also coincides slightly with the, it coincides slightly with the general scavenging. So, that's a pretty good goal. We can work on both at the same time. I should, however, start reading the intermediate mechanics book. That's my next up. Yeah, the sledge is a lie. I don't know. It might exist out there. I actually cleared a new neighborhood which has a higher chance to spawn said sledge. So I'm oh, this light burned out too. Man, all my lights keep burning out. So there's I want to go back to that neighborhood and search around for a sledge, because I really do think that there's likely a sledge in that neighborhood. I just have yet to spot it. All right, let's be Roxanne and turn off that red light. Add a red light bulb. All right, so we are going to we're gonna read here. Because I don't want to go searching for a sledge at midnight. So here I am with my my reading material with my red light. Immersive, right? Immersive. This is actually just my checklist of the books I have and do not have. The storage next door is fully searched already, obviously. This entire warehouse was searched. The storages next door were searched. If you take a look at the map of West Point, I also searched the hardware store and food market. That didn't have a sledge either. I also searched the medium-sized warehouse in the northeast in Valley Point. Also did not have a sledgehammer. I searched the construction site in Valley Point. Also did not have a sledgehammer. I have searched... where else did I search? I searched the self-storage units in Valley Point. Also did not have a sledgehammer. I searched the hunting lodge and the gas station in Valley Point. No sledgehammer there either. I searched the construction site number 2 in Eastern Valley Point. No sledgehammer there. And I've searched probably a quarter of the houses in West Point. No sledgehammer there either. So yeah, my RNG is legendary. I did just die from a 25% chance laceration that I immediately treated with medicine, right? So I think famously bad RNG is my jam. Let's make a soup. Oh, and let's listen to the weather report, shall we? Severe thunderstorm imminent. Oh my god, is this ever, like, real life? Peter Gabriel's corpse for a sledgehammer? That is a weird reference. No, I did not search his corpse for a sledgehammer. Yet 5 generators? Actually more than that. I've found easily more than that, but... I've only cared to pick up 5 of them so far. So generators are pretty common though. I've never ever had a problem of finding generators. You search like 4 or 5 car garages and you'll find a generator. They're pretty common like that. All right, so here's my 4 bowls of soup. Uncooked. Okay, hold on. Can't really cook them anymore, can I? Put in oven. Well, I mean, they don't have a food risk. Okay, now they're cooking. Cool. All right. I obviously screwed up that order of operations, but I'll fix it. It actually might even be faster to heat up a bowl rather than the whole pot. Not that that makes sense. Well, I guess surface area, it makes sense. Soup. How's my weight? 86 in holding? Wait, how they burned? What the hell? Well, that's a bummer. Because, like, the oven's off. They just burned anyway? Alright, pour it on the ground. Obviously, the order of operations matter. Lame. The oven stays hot. Yeah, I thought I pulled them. Whatever. Don't matter. It was only cabbage. It ain't like I have a fundamental lack of cabbage, right? So, severe thunderstorms in 2 days. It is 9:16, so at 9:18, severe thunderstorms abound. Got it. Thank you, whoever is the meteorologist. We'll call you M. am the meteorologist. Thank you. So you tasked me with finding a sledge. So if you open up your maps there, what I'm going to try to do is to head to the neighborhoods just north of the elementary school that have all the car garages all in a row. I feel like that's my best bet. Another thing I might want to do is bring some backup weapons, because my guess is I'm gonna have to be slaying and slaying hard. Oh, and one of these ducks is gonna die. I totally forgot about that. So which duck? Let me pull. Which duck dies? So we've got, what do we got? Black hat, purple, black hat, stars hat, and red black hat. So pick the dead duck. I'm not going to stand here while you vote. I'll come back and kill him later. But them's your choice. I failed, and you have to pick the murdered duck as a result. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring a baseball bat. And I'm going to wear out the baseball bat, and then I'm going to make it into a spiked baseball bat. Or, no, maybe I'll just make it a base spike now. There. So we have a spiked baseball bat as backup weapon. Which is obviously a two-hander, not a one-hander. But, while I'm scavenging, there's also a possibility of me finding more ducks. Not a likely one, because mostly ducks exist in two-story houses, not one-story houses. But I could try. Yeah, it is a pretty big map. Speaking about the map size, don't explore it all in one save. Don't. I'm trying to save you from a headache. But everywhere you explore, you generate loot for where you go. So the more of the map you explore, the bigger and fatter and slower your save game becomes. So searching a lot of area actually makes the game run more poorly, especially when you're trying to back up saves, because my save file right now is 27,000 files in the folder, and if I explored another city, that would probably double to 50-something thousand, and then if I explored another city and another city, it'd be up to 100,000 files. Yeah, the game doesn't run. It's fun as hell, but it doesn't run fantastically as it is. Game file size bloat is something to be avoided. Let me bring up my map, though, so I know where I'm driving. This is the construction site, so I'm just going to drive until I start hitting neighborhoods down this way. Just remove the party hat. Well, I could vote. Have y'all vote on that. If it gets, you know, my thinking is maybe I try to play with fire and I set it on fire or something. I'm not sure how I'm going to destroy ducks. So here's a bookstore. If I'm trying to find a farming book, that would be a good place to look. Excuse me, you're in the road. We also have a hardware store here on my left, but that mostly has the canned goods. It's not likely to have a sledge, which is why I'm not heading to search it. But in the neighborhood I'm in now, is this true? Yeah, in the neighborhood I'm in now, there's a lot of car garages that could have sledges. If I can fight my way through them all. Look at that, like, you look like, God, what is that character from Apex Legends? The one that huffs nitrous or whatever? Is he a bandolier? Oh, cigarettes. Ooh, gloves! Spare gloves. And, shell ammo strap. Reduces firearm reload time, sure. I'll take that for later. And military shorts with a black choker. Ooh, that's a kink I don't have. I learned something new about myself. Octane, yeah, that's it. No! Yeah, that guy looked like Octane a little bit. A walkie-talkie and a digital watch. Dang, woman! You really are in the 21st century. You're 7 years ahead of your time. Fancy. Fancy lady. So here are the garages. What neighborhood am I exactly? I want to know exactly where I am, even though it's a little cheating. Honestly, I see. So I'm just next to Thundergas. Is that right? This is Thunder? Yeah, that's Thundergas. Oh, this is a prepper home. It has boarded up windows. That's a pretty good sign that there might be some good stuff in it. Unless someone in an annotated map has... Oh, and a generator. Ah! Yo, girl! Oh, come on. Gas can. How to use generator book. That would have been really nice if, you know, a garden spraying can, a box of nails, a lighter, a radio, saw. I don't need a saw, but scrap electronics. I don't need the sacks either. Yeah, I'll take the generator. No kink shaming? Oh, I'm not shaming. Well, not at the moment. The best place for this generator is in one of the passenger seats and not in the trunk, so I don't fill up the trunk. So let's go to the driver's seat and scroll to the generator and put it in like one of the middle seats. So middle right. Word from the wise, if I'm wise at all, don't put anything ever in your passenger seat. So if you have to enter the car from the other side, you're not, you know, if you fill the seat, you won't be able to get in. You only have one point of entry into your vehicle. So don't do that to yourself. It sucks. Oh, don't put the bat away. Let's favorite that. If I overload the vehicle, luckily there's no, like, concept of vehicle weight, but fair point. Mr. Ionic? Thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome. Okay, we got a barbecue. Now, often these prepper homes have good loot, but they're generally accompanied by a bunch of zombies inside. I could have gone for the sneaky killing blow in that one. All right, let's unbarricade the front door. That seems probably the easiest way in. Nope. Disassemble the door. Okay, they're in this room. Hi, Gary. His name is Gary now. Gary, you had tuna but no ducks. I'm disappointed, Gary. You and I had an agreement that you would have ducks. Alright, what books do I need? Forging for intermediates. Nope, I don't need any forging books. I obviously don't need the carpentry book, so ain't gonna sweat that. There's a TV set I'll break down in a moment. After I clear the house. Combat music, you can stop. A bucket hat. Does bucket hats protect you from... yeah, wind and... Okay, I'm gonna take it for winter. They have another keytar, but I already have one keytar. I might be a man of culture, but not that much culture that I would need to. Kentucky Live at 5 concludes the 43rd installment of Ash Williams in a Simulated Environment. It has been your absolute pleasure to bring this to you as broadcast anchor Rhadamant. If you have feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch the 44th installment of this series, just tune in. And if you would like to catch the live stream of watching Ash in his little fishbowl, well, twitch.tv/Rhadamant5186. Farewell and good night.